Justice with Judge Mablean will be life because in everything we do, it involves the law.
Where's your witness?
In the evidence.
That's hearsay.
It's notarized.
I still say it's hearsay.
She's fair.
You gotta help these young men learn how to do this the right way.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's firm.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, I don't need to say anything else.
She's honest.
I'm not your child and I'm not your friend. That's the order of the court. Goodbye.
This is Justice with Judge Mablean.
All rise. Both parties raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Mablean presiding.
You may be seated. And in the matter of Vanessa Marlowe versus Andre Delaney, you are suing him for $497, alleging breach of contract in that he did not provide the catering services that you hired him to provide, and he invaded your privacy by giving away a secret that only ladies keep.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Delaney, you say, She told me a lie, and I did what I could, and I want all 497 of the dollars that I say she owes me. So let me hear from you, Ms. Marlowe.
So I was planning my 40th birthday celebration in Salem, Oregon. I have a dear friend that lives in a gated community, so I moved about 2 years ago. And I was really excited to plan a birthday celebration for myself. So I talked to my good friend Reggie, and he said he had a friend that did some catering services. And so I reached out to Mr. Delaney to talk to him about his catering services. And we met on October the 12th for a tasting, and the food was really great. And he said he would charge me $1,200 for the actual catering.
For how many people?
For 30 to 40 people.
Oh, really?
Right.
All right.
So I went ahead and said, that sounded like a good deal to me. So I gave him a nice deposit of $800. And he promised me it would be fabulous because I was turning 40, so I wanted a fabulous birthday party. And so everything just kind of went left.
Was he doing the decorations as well?
No, he was just doing the food.
Okay, go on. So how did it go left?
So I was waiting for, he was supposed to be there at 4:30 to set everything up. And 4:30 rolls around, no Mr. Delaney, and then the time just kept ticking, and then I'm like, what's going on? Because he was supposed to be there to set up for the food. And then as I was looking at the time, I'm like calling him, and I have my calling log to prove that I was just calling him repeatedly, and you can take a look at that.
Okay,
also,
so when you called repeatedly, what time did he finally arrive?
He finally returned my call at like 5:10. Or so.
Oh, so on all those calls, he never answered?
He never answered.
Okay.
It went straight to voicemail.
All right.
So he called me around 5:10, and he told me that he had been in an accident.
Okay.
And
car accident.
A car accident.
Okay.
Right. And so I'm still waiting, and then guests are starting to arrive, and there's no food at all. So I went and I ordered food for a delivery service. I got a charcuterie board, I ordered nuts and a vegetable tray, and I spent $197 just for that. And so he finally shows up at like 7:10.
Whoa.
And
okay, now when he called you at 5:10 and said he was in an accident, did he say, but I'm still coming?
He said he was still coming,
Okay.
but by that time, guests are starting to arrive. So I had to do
Were you serving
something.
a formal dinner or trade?
Well, it was going to be like a tapas style dinner, so small plates. And when I had cocktails there, so I didn't want my guests to like get drunk and there's nothing to like back it up.
Right.
So that's why I ordered the trays.
Okay.
And so he finally shows up, and it wasn't in the dishes that he told me, the chafing dishes, and he came with some aluminum pans. So I was disappointed by that. And then because of the accident, he said his staff, he didn't have any help. So my friends are trying to help him set up, and he didn't seem to care about that very much. But
how
my
many
guests were
staff
there.
persons were you supposed to have?
4 to 5, Your Honor.
And they were all in the same car with you?
Yes, Your Honor, 4 of them. I was supposed to have 425. 4 of them were all in the same car because I had most of the food, the main dishes, in my car, Your Honor.
4 of them was in the car with you?
In the car in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. My apologies.
And you had the food?
I had
Most of it.
Most of the food.
Okay. So what took you so long to get there?
We were in an accident, an act of
I
God.
got
Your
that.
Honor. So
Were you in the accident as well, or was the car where your people were in the accident?
Your Honor, it was the car of the people in front of me, my staff. So there was a coyote in the road, Your Honor. It's like an act of God, if I'm being honest. They swerved off the road, hit a little small tree. They shook. Food all over the place. They were carrying most of the desserts, Your Honor, which was, my pride and joy, because that was the first time making that chocolate mousse.
Okay, so your staff had the desserts, and it was their car that went off the road, but
Yes,
not
ma'am.
yours.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Okay, and were they injured?
Mary had a little thing to her neck, but she did not choose to go in the ambulance.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Mablean.
It was an insufficient amount to serve 30 to 40 people?
It was insufficient.
Okay, so
for
explain
38
that,
people.
because you said your helpers had mostly desserts. So why were you slacking on those dishes?
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Vanessa Marlowe, who is suing Andre Delaney for breach of contract.
So they stayed back, and you kept moving forward.
I kept moving forward. Your Honor, I'm going to fulfill my obligation to this young lady.
All right.
Young
So
lady.
you got there at 7:10.
Yes, ma'am. So,
What did you do that took so long to get there after the accident? That's still 2 hours after they were involved in the accident. You weren't involved in the accident. So what took another 2 hours?
again, the desserts had gotten completely thrown,
Okay.
And so I went back to my home to get what few desserts, because I made some extras. So I went back to my place to go get some of the desserts so that she just don't have, a party without no desserts.
So you went back home to make desserts, or you had
No,
some
no, no,
extras?
I had some leftover. I rustled up some potatoes. I made some of the potatoes, things like that, and I had a little bit of everything left over. I wanted to provide the food that she wanted me to provide her, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, so what did he provide you with, or what didn't he provide you with?
Well, we ended up running out of food because it wasn't
you
enough.
can't run out is one thing, but what was supposed to be provided, what was provided?
Well, he brought what he said he was going to bring, but it was limited supply. So we ended up
What do you
running.
mean limited supply? It wasn't enough to feed 30 to 40
It wasn't.
people?
We had 38
We're not
people.
talking about desserts, we're talking about the other foods.
The food, it wasn't enough for everyone.
Okay, so what was supposed to be provided? What foods?
Well, he had, let's see, I have on the contract here, he was supposed to have chicken skewers and the medallion. It was like a tenderloin medallion.
Beef tenderloin medallion.
Yeah.
I had some vegan dishes, some
Vegan
stuff,
dishes, some mini peppers.
I had some mac and cheese bites, Your Honor. And then obviously.
And desserts.
And desserts.
And desserts.
Okay, now so you're saying that of the chicken slider skewers and the beef tenderloin medallion and the vegan plates and the peppers and the mac and cheese, it was an insufficient amount to serve 30 to 40 people?
It was insufficient.
Okay, so
for
explain
38
that,
people.
because you said your helpers had mostly desserts. So why were you slacking on those dishes?
Okay, so first of all, Your Honor, there was more than enough. That's why I went back home to get the extras. Folks
To
were coming
get
back
what extras?
The extra foods, the extra vegan vegan
Okay,
peppers.
well, was some of your food destroyed in the accident? You didn't say that.
So-
You said the car that your workers were in, and it was mostly desserts. So now you got to be
So
honest with
Your
me.
Honor, what happened was the real reason why is because she brings out these plates. She was supposed to provide the plates. It's supposed
No,
to be
I don't
taco
want you to
style.
go to what she's providing the plates. I'm with you, what you brought.
What I brought
Did you
was-
bring
what I brought-
sufficient
I
food
brought
for 30
sufficient
to
food.
40 people?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
So then why did you have to go back to get more food?
They were just piling it on these big plates. It's supposed
You
to be
haven't
tacos.
gotten there for them to pile yet. So will you stay with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, follow me. You're already packed with the food you're taking to her house.
Oh, no, I'm already packed. The food is over on the side of the road. It's over
But
like,
you
in the
told
car.
me that mostly desserts. So are you saying that other foods were destroyed as
yes,
well?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor. I'm
Then you
sorry.
didn't say
I
that.
apologize for yes. It was not all.
Now I'm tired of pulling teeth. I don't have a dental license. So will you please tell me what's going on so I don't have to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
So
So
I-
now what foods, because you said your helpers had mostly desserts. You never mentioned them having any of the other foods in their car.
No, Your Honor, what they did have in their car were the veggie medley.
Okay.
And they had the mac and cheese, and the potatoes.
So they had a few of the side dishes as well.
Yes. And all of the desserts, Your Honor, unfortunately.
And you went back home and you replaced what when you went back to your house?
The potatoes. I got some extra mac and cheese and the mini peppers. I had some of the chocolate mousse and the lemon bars, but I wasn't able to get the vegan tartlets.
Okay.
Sorry for my plant eaters.
But now you're saying it was insufficient amount for 30 to 40 people. Why do you say it was insufficient?
Because we ran out.
Ran out when?
When it was being served, because my friends had to help.
What do you mean when it was being served? It really wasn't being served. If it's foods that you just lay out, people are going to get their own, right?
Yeah.
Or was it being served? Was it being passed around on trays, or were people just getting their own?
Well, there were supposed to be the plates, so the foods were on the plates, but it wasn't enough supply for everyone.
The food was on what plates?
It was small salad plates. That they
Okay,
were
so he
using.
brought it in on platters, and then you had small salad plates
Correct.
for your guests to use.
Correct.
And if they're typical guests, they piled them up.
Okay.
So you ran out before everybody got served, or before everybody got seconds, or what?
Before everybody got served, we ran out.
Well, you had greedy guests.
Potentially.
Yeah, you know. So, hey, when two people pile their plates with enough for three people, you're gonna be short because that's life. And especially how many guests did you have?
I had 38 guests.
Okay, so when you have 38 guests, you never supply enough food just for 38 guests. You got to have more.
I would have thought so.
Oh, okay. Mr. Delaney?
Yes.
When
Your
you
Honor.
had 38 guests and you're providing foods and it's finger foods like that, you had to do some kind of count.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you accounted for how many per guest when you were preparing.
And
What
so
did your count say?
As per the contract, Your Honor, it was supposed to be tapas style, so we had agreed
I got
on
that.
small
Tapa
salad
style,
plates.
I'm very clear with. In your preparation, what did you say? I'm going to prepare two mac bites per guest, 2 tapas per guest, 2 cheese. What did you do? How did you do your calculation?
It was two. You're correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
You've done enough of these parties. You are correct, ma'am.
Coming up,
I felt like he left me hanging in the
So
communication.
you don't want to pay him any of the contract?
I don't know. And I want to be reimbursed for.
For how much?
Well, because I feel like the work he did was about $500 worth.
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Vanessa Marlowe, who is suing Andre Delaney for breach of contract.
Why didn't you tell her that you were going back home to pick up more food? When you talked to her at 5:10, why couldn't you say to her, some of the food was destroyed. I'm going back to the house. I'll be there about this time. Why didn't you say that at least?
That's fair. In hindsight, Your Honor, I could have said that. At the time when I was on the phone with her, I don't even think I was thinking that. I was just trying to make sure that everybody's okay. The police were on the way. I was just trying to set the scene of this weird accident, fluke.
Okay. So what do
thing.
you think that he did wrong?
The communication just wasn't there. Like, I would have loved for him to say, I'm going to be, at this time, so that I could at least prepare myself and prepare my guests.
Well, he
and-
couldn't say that because he didn't know what time he was going to be there. You've had an accident. The
I
police have to
understand.
arrive.
I
There has to
understand.
be an investigation. He got to make sure that everybody is okay.
Yes.
And it's beyond his control, so that delayed him. Those were
Right.
acts beyond his control, so you
I
can't
understand.
fault him for that.
Sure.
Okay, and when you went to the store and got some charcuterie and other things
I
to
had
try
it delivered.
to help till he came,
Yes.
your guest should have understood that.
Yes, but it just
Okay.
felt like he left me hanging. I felt like he left me hanging in the
So
communication.
you don't want to pay him any of the contract?
I don't know. And I want to be reimbursed for.
For how much?
Well, because I feel like the work he did was about $500 worth. I really don't feel like $800 was too much for me to pay for what I received. So I want to be reimbursed for $300, and I also want to be reimbursed for the delivery that I paid for.
For
Like,
the food that you ordered to substitute.
but I had to do something for my guests. It was my 40th birthday. I was trying to make it fun and
Okay.
laughter, and I was stressed out.
Coming up,
Invasion of privacy. What'd your big mouth do?
No, Your Honor, I would say like this, quite honestly, I didn't do nothing.
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Vanessa Marlowe, who is suing Andre Delaney for breach of contract.
Invasion of privacy. What'd your big mouth do?
Nothing. Your Honor, I would say like this, quite honestly, I didn't do nothing. I laughed, and then I asked a question. We over there.
Set the scene. Tell me everything.
I'm serving food. Reggie was talking to somebody about her being 40. I said, well, what you mean she's not 40? They said,
Reggie said she's not 40.
Reggie said she's not 40. So I laughed and I said, well, why would she say she's 40? She's clearly not 40. Way over 40, Your Honor, but that ain't my business. I just laughed about it. She just overheard that, so I guess she got offended.
Did you say that to someone else other than Reggie? Was that just a conversation between the two of you?
It was between me and Reggie, but I guess somebody may have heard it.
And people in earshot heard it.
I mean, Reggie was being a little bit loud, if I'm being honest with you. Our mutual friend, Reggie, who hooked me up with this job, which I would never go through.
So why do you say he invaded your privacy?
Because that's what I heard. I heard him say, oh, she's not 40. I mean, I feel 40, so if I want to feel 40, let me be 40.
Now tell me, what harm did it cause?
Embarrassment.
Oh, embarrassment.
Yeah, I was embarrassed.
That's not harm.
Well,
Invasion of privacy, it has to cause you some type of harm. Oh, come on. Now, you knew. Look,
a little bit.
That was a chance you took when you were saying 40 and you knew you had a friend there named Reggie who knew the real deal.
Right.
So you should have told Reggie to keep his mouth quiet.
Of course.
You like Reggie, tonight I'm 40, okay? Please, I'm 40.
But can I say I didn't
So
hear
you got to
Reggie.
fault Reggie for giving up the secret.
I didn't hear Reggie. I heard.
But he didn't know how old you were.
But so loud, though?
It's a party.
I know, but it's my birthday.
It's an excited utterance that he's shocked and surprised that you're not 40.
I did not like it. And I was
know
upset.
you didn't like it, but it's not invasion of privacy, so I'm going to deny that part of your claim.
Okay.
Judge Mablean's verdict when Justice with Judge Mablean returns. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
When you breach a contract, it's when you knowingly do something that you contracted to do and you refuse to do all the parts and you don't do what's expected of you. He brought you the food. He was late in setting up the food, but he had an accident, things beyond his control, which he did not cause, and it was not on his part. So I cannot punish him for the fact that there was an accident. Now, you owed him another $200, right?
Well,
Because you had another $400 because you had only paid him $800. So you haven't collected that $400, have you?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Okay, so it's the court's opinion that you have been adequately compensated, and that when you're giving a party like that and circumstances beyond your control happen, like the other day when I was hosting a party and all of a sudden my ice maker wouldn't make any more ice, so somebody had to run to the store to give me some ice.
Of course.
I have never gone to a party or thrown a party that everything went perfect.
Sure.
Have you?
No, I have not.
Right. It's called life, huh?
Right.
Such as life. Judgment for the defendant.
Thank you.
All rise.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
Are you happy?
Of course I'm happy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That
I
it didn't work
appreciate
out.
that.
All right, you can gather your things, and your leg's right behind you. Your day in court is over.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.